Many people do not know that WordPress.com and WordPress.org are two very different platforms. However, both of these offer the famous WordPress site building and content management system. Most WordPress beginners confuse WordPress.com and WordPress.org, which leads them to choose the wrong platform for their needs. Most people ask us on social media that which platform is better, WordPress.com or WordPress.org. And we often do not know what to tell them because there is a saying that one man's meat is another man's poison. This video is to help users to stop confusing theirself because knowing the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org can help you make the right choice for your new website and WordPress hosting needs. What are WordPress.com and WordPress.org? WordPress is the world's most famous content management system, powering millions of websites around the globe. It's free and open source with the goal that it can be modified and shared by any user in the WordPress community. WordPress.org, the real WordPress. It is an open source and 100% free for anyone to use. The core WordPress software package can be downloaded by anyone from WordPress.org, or it can be installed as part of a hosting package from a web hosting provider. This is the reason it is referred to as self-hosted WordPress. WordPress.com also supports WordPress. Is a hosting service created by the co-founder of WordPress, Matt Mullenweg. And it's run by a commercial company called Automatic. With WordPress.com, users don't have to download or install WordPress, it's part of the hosting services that WordPress.com provides. The main difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org arise from the differences between hosted and self-hosted websites, so choosing between them largely depends on the level of control a user wants over the design and management of their site. The cost of using WordPress.com versus WordPress.org. WordPress.com allows you to set up a website entirely for free, however, there are a few drawbacks to this. 1. You can only place your site under a subdomain. 2. You cannot remove WordPress.com's own ads and branding from your site. 3. You get limited disk space of 3 GB. 4. You can't monetize your blog or website. 5. You can't install plugins or any themes that aren't available on the platform by default. But if you want to use your site for commercial purposes, you will have to pay at least $8 a month on your WordPress.com plan plus the cost of a custom domain name, usually in the range of $15 a year. Altogether, this implies, in any event, $111 yearly to run a site on WordPress.com. With WordPress.org, you can dispatch a beneficial site at a cheap rate. To get that going, you first need a web host. You can buy them from Namecheap.com and Bluehost in a rush, simply go with Namecheap. They're a regarded organization with vast amounts of choices for WordPress. With Namecheap you can get started at $2.95 a month. WordPress will be installed for you automatically. Comparing features on WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Considering those differentiations, here's a gander at how WordPress.com and WordPress.org stack up as far as key WordPress highlights. Themes. Themes are the main features of a WordPress site, and you can't create a WordPress site without installing a theme. With a pre-made theme, all that's needed is to add the content you want. The self-hosted version of WordPress allows users to install and change themes at will, and themes can come from any source. Both premium and free themes can be customized using tools on the site's admin dashboard, or more experienced designers can work directly with its files to fully customize the site. Generally speaking, premium themes have more capabilities and customization features compared to free themes. Plugins. WordPress.com states that clients don't have to stress over installing plugins since the elements of numerous plugins come preloaded with each site plan. These incorporate web-based live-sharing plugin to build commitment, Google Analytics, contact forms, and more, but other plugins generally can't be installed on a WordPress.com site, which limits the range of available options for professional users with specific needs. Self-hosted WordPress is famous for its long list of premium and free plugins, bits of code designed by developers in the WordPress community to add specific functions that aren't available in the basic WordPress install. Plugins can be used for things such as creating a contact form, building an online store, or adding a gallery to the site. Users can even fill the analytics gaps on their sites by installing Jetpack, an all-in-one social sharing plugin designed by WordPress.com. Domain names. When you choose a domain name, it becomes the site's online identity, and most business experts advocate owning your domain. Self-hosted WordPress sites have custom domain names that indicate the site isn't being hosted on a third-party platform. But, unless you're paying for the premium to have a custom domain, A WordPress.com site always comes with the extension WordPress.com after your domain name. WordPress.com and WordPress.org offer different ways to take advantage of the site building power of WordPress. For those who prefer to focus on creating content for a blog, WordPress.com takes care of everything else, with no need to be concerned with site maintenance and technical issues.